As we become more connected technologically, I feel like as a society we've become increasingly isolated and disconnected, always having our heads down and not looking up to truly appreciate our surroundings and the people around us. Memories are formed through connections and experiences. Maybe it's a naive belief, but I feel like the world would be a slightly happier place if we understood each other's stories, understood our pains and made each other feel heard. Who knows, maybe through that one act of curiosity, that one moment of understanding, you could have made that person's day. This is the second video of the What's Your Story video project, where I interviewed 8 amazing people, one group of 4 and 4 individuals. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy learning about their stories as much as I did. What's your name?
My name is Libby.
What's your name?
Martin.
Sheila.
Pam.
Malcolm.
What's your name?
Kareem.
What's your name?
Gary.
What's your name?
I'm Becky.
What's your story?
So my story is I'm an army brat. I grew up all over the world. I went to boarding school for 10 years in the south of England, and then I went to Newcastle University.
What's your story?
Well, I've lived in this borough all my life, and I've just turned 74. 2 years ago I had quite a serious heart operation, which I've recovered from.
My story is much the same. I'm in my 70s as well, and since retirement, travelled all over the world, but unfortunately COVID caught up with us and we couldn't do it. So during COVID and lockdown, the 4 of us used to walk all the parks, and usually with a couple of bottles of wine, but today's not a wine walk, today's a coffee walk.
Much the same as the others. Retired, enjoy travelling, enjoying the walks, and just socialising as much as we can.
Well, I'm about the same. I'm coming up to 72. Lived in Ilford most of my life. Like to travel. We were stopped travelling. I was ill. I had cancer. Made a good recovery from that.
What's my story? Couldn't explain that to you, but I could say that trying to enjoy life with peace.
Yeah.
And just trying to make people smile and happy as well at the same time. So I wouldn't say I've got a story.
I've been a landscape gardener for most of my life as a career, as a main career. I've done magic for 25 years or so as a hobby for the children. That's about it really. I still do part of this for the kids today, or any other corporate show that want to be done. That's about it really.
I mean, good question. I've lived in London for about 15 years. I moved away from small sleepy cities like Town in Essex to come to find, I guess, more people, a bit more life, a bit more interest and adventure. And yeah, I guess that's the very high level of my story. Been through multiple life stages, life changes since I've been here.
How are you really at the moment?
I am really good, actually. Loving life at the moment, living in London with school friends, loving that. Got a great social group around me, I'm enjoying my job, got good colleagues. Yeah, I'm in a good place.
Well, I think I'm probably fitter now than I've ever been since I was probably in my 30s. Always had a very active job, so to see my health back to what it was 40 years ago is really quite good.
Fine, we just get about and we do what we can.
Yeah, well, good. Martin and I, it's our second marriage, and we're happier now than what we were, way back. We've got 5 children between us and 8 grandchildren, and we, enjoy their company as well.
Just one word for me: amazing.
If I could turn my life back and start all over again, I probably would have concentrated on being a prison officer. That was my main thing, to be a prison officer.
Yeah.
One, because I don't like the ambulance, I don't like blood, I don't like firemen. I appreciate all their job, but I don't like it because I don't like heights. I don't like police because I get shot on the scene. So I decided to out of all them careers with a pensionable job, for me, would have been a prison officer.
Okay.
But unfortunately, when I was younger, I was arrested and that stopped that career.
It's a question that a lot of people think about. I'm 50-50, wherever life is. Because it's a tricky question. And like I said, these things could take an hour to speak about. But yeah, life's alright. It's in the middle.
Right now, fine, okay. I just had an operation. I had an operation and I had COVID at the same time. So I've had a really difficult couple of weeks. The last kind of 4 or 5 years have been a bit of a challenge. But I feel like I'm starting to come out the other side of it. I feel like I'm finding myself again, having gone through quite a long period of not really knowing who I am.
If you had a message for your younger self, whether it's like you're 14 or 16, what would that message be?
Have fun and don't let your mum say you can't do something. Just do it.
Cool, fair enough.
And don't smoke.
All I would say is if you've got the ability and you can afford to travel the world, do it.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Travel is the best thing if you're young, and just go work in another country, learn all about those other countries, and don't just stick in the one place here.
Back when you're 18, you don't think that far ahead to get to this age, but you just, you know, do whatever you can with the means that you've got to make the most of your life.
Just get out and enjoy yourself. Do whatever you can. Don't sit indoors. Go out. Enjoy it.
Don't sit
Enjoy
in front
life.
of the telly.
It's too short.
Life's too short,
Yeah, that's right. The world is shrinking now with technology, air travel. The world's getting smaller and smaller. It won't be that long before you can fly to Australia in a few hours rather than 24 hours. So, you know, the world's shrinking for travelling. So just enjoy it.
If you had a message for your 18-year-old self, what would that be?
Save up. Save up to be financially free in the future. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And to have good people around you as well. Clean-hearted people. That's what it is, yeah.
Stay on the right path and don't fall off it. Because that's what I've done. I come to a fork in life and I chose the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side, which I never. I wish I'd have stayed on the right-hand side and been a good citizen all my life.
Don't listen to the noise around you. Don't listen to other people's messages or what other people want you to be or do. Trust your gut, trust your instinct. You know yourself better than you think you do. And the noise will go away as you get older.
I don't know, just, you know, if you want to do something, go for it. Don't feel like you're held back because of money or ambition or you're not good enough. Just go for it. If you love something, don't let anything get in the way of it. Crack on.
If you look to the future and who that person looks like, what message would they have for the current you?
Keep grinding. Keep hustling. Stay focused. Them kind of things.
Probably to continue to trust yourself and continue to grow as you are as a person. Money doesn't matter. Like, check out of capitalist society and just live your best life. That's the best piece of advice I would give myself from like my future self back to who I am now.
Clemmy, thank you for taking time to just interview with me.
No problem, thank you.
Well, thank you guys. Best of luck on your trip to Mexico. Kareem, thanks for taking time to this
You're
interview
welcome,
with me.
bro.
Gary,
Right.
Thank you for taking time to this interview with me.
Lovely, mate.
And
No worries.
thank you very much for doing the interview with me.